Hello everyone, welcome back once again. In today's video, I will be talking to you about the offer letter revoke condition or the situation that freshers are suffering with. And this is actually a lot more for freshers. That is why I've been focusing on freshers majorly, because a lot of people have said that, offer letter revocation has happened, and first they were given the offer letter, they were given the LOI, they did not join some organizations because they thought that this organization will be sending on their joining letter and onboarding and everything, but now this organization has backed out, so now they are without any jobs. So that is the topic of discussion for today's video. I want to tell you some pointers that you need to take care of right now because of this uncertain period that we are living in. But before deep diving into the video, if you are new to the channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and press on the bell icon so that you do not miss another video from us. And with that being said, let's get started. So what even we as creators have often suggested to you guys is that if in your initial years, if you are lucky enough to get placed in a startup, then do go with the startup job, because over there there'll be a lot of learning and you will be given a lot of responsibilities, and you will be able to know all about one technology, whichever technology you are put in. Also, since the startups work on the latest of the latest tech, you will be able to know more on the latest technology. You will be working on the latest technology, gaining experience, learning things. So working in a startup has its own set of privileges that are connected with learnings. So that is why we have always suggested that you should go with a startup if you have two job offers, one from a startup and one from an MNC, because in an MNC you will not get much time, or you will not get much exposure, or you will not get that kind of learnings that you will be getting in a startup. However, things in 2023 have changed a little bit, and now is the time to consider your job security much more than considering your learnings. Getting hired for a job and getting onboarded for that job is taking or is placed at a higher priority, or the highest priority in today's date, rather than getting a job that will give a lot of learnings. Now, why I am saying this? The case is simple. Right now, we cannot trust on startups. Today something is running, but tomorrow the markets can crash even further, and these startups, majority of them, can shut down. Right? I'm not talking about the well-considered startups, okay? I'm not talking about Zomato, or I'm not talking about Paytm. However, these have also laid off employees, but still I'm not talking about the well-established startups. I'm talking about the startups that are new to the market and that are still in their developing field or in their development phase. So, if you are someone who has two job offers, one from a startup and one from an MNC, I would suggest, and this is from what market research I have done, I would suggest you join in that MNC. Now, I know that MNCs have also revoked offer letters. I know that MNCs are delaying their onboarding. However, we should also know that MNCs do have this policy of bench, and MNCs can actually, or do have the capability, that if and when the market recovers, as soon as the market recovers, they are able to pull all their, already hired employees. They are able to onboard all such employees, and they are able to bring these employees into the organizations. MNCs have that position. Okay, but for startups that are not established, we cannot say like that. Even if the markets get better, whether the startup will be able to survive, we cannot say. We don't know, right? So at this time, if you are someone who is choosing a job, then let me tell you, please go on for an MNC rather than a startup, because sooner or later the MNCs will hire you. But that same thing cannot be said for a startup or for a product-based company as well, for that reason. Why? Because the startups or product-based companies, they do not work on the bench concept. They do not work on the concept of having extra employees. If they need someone, they will hire. If they do not need them, or they are not able to keep them, they will fire. That is how a startup or a product-based company functions, and that is the major difference. Right now, you getting a job, right now you getting onboarded, or you getting hold of something that might not be taken away from you, that is of utmost importance, and which is why MNCs are the safest organizations for the current period. Take for example, for Infosys, for Wipro, the managers, the HRs, every now and then they make a press conference and they say that they will be honoring the offer letters that they have released. they do not commit on a date. Even they are waiting for the markets to be opening, and they are also waiting for things to be stable. But as soon as the things are stable, they will definitely bring you within the organization. They are willing, they have said this n number of times. But this is not the same for the startups or the product-based companies. If they do not need you at the present, they will just revoke the offer letter. That is it. So before joining in any organization, first do a background check from your end. When you join in, the organization do the BGV or the background verification, right? But before joining or before even saying a yes, you do a background check. Go on to LinkedIn, search for the organization name, see how many employees it has, go to different job sites like Glassdoor or Ambition Box, see what the employees have to talk about it, whether they have good policies or not. Try to talk to other people. When you are on LinkedIn, you will find the people section there. It will tell you that these particular people are employed within the organization. Try to connect with them, try to know the insights of the company, whether it is good, whether it is currently hiring, whether there are any layoffs. Try to know more about their startup, know or do a background check for that startup or for that product-based company. And if you are not satisfied, then do not accept such offers. Instead, go on with the multinational company. Your learning will be less, I agree, but your job will be guaranteed. Yes, maybe not now, but at some point in the future, definitely. So these organizations have also started some hiring, some onboarding. Every day we are hearing some new news. Even I have covered several videos in detail in which I have discussed that organizations are now pulling up their freshers, and they are bringing up and they are onboarding and they are training these freshers. So bottom line being, multinational companies are a bit safer during these uncertain times when compared with either startups or product based. Even product based are better. If you are not having offer from MNCs, go with product based companies, established product based companies, rather than going with non-established startups. Don't just run after learning, because the market is not stable. That's all that I had to talk to you in today's video. Let me know in the comment section what you think about this video. If there is anything else that you want me to cover in my video, do comment them down as well. I'll come again tomorrow with another new video. Till then, stay tuned to CareerQ. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.